So India has a new coach, and I'm quite bullish about Gautam Gambhir. You'd have noticed I didn't say very bullish because eventually the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And with Gautam Gambhir, we're still at the ingredients stage. But I'm very happy with the ingredients that I see. I saw a lot of Gautam Gambhir, the cricketer, when I used to do a lot of tours that India were playing in. And there were some qualities that I noticed about him that I was very happy with. For a start, he was a very determined player. He made the most of what he had, and that is a very, very admirable quality to have. He liked turning up on the big day, lest it never be forgotten. He played match-winning innings in both the finals of the T20 World Cup and the 2011 World Cup final. May not always have got the credit that I thought he deserved, but he was there and he delivered. He was a very combative player. You could see that when he walked out to play, and I'm sure the bowlers who bowled to him would have seen that as well. With Gautam Gambhir, he never stopped competing, and he was very deeply patriotic. He wore his patriotism on his sleeve, often said that his only real idol was Bhagat Singh, and that's saying a lot about Gautam Gambhir, the person. Now, what are the challenges that lie in front of him? He's coach of all three categories. I don't think he needs to worry too much about the one-day game. I think that's the easiest game for players who've been out of it to come back into. India had a fantastic run at the World Cup, and the core of that team is largely intact. So I don't think he needs to worry too much about putting together or influencing or coaching that one-day side. But his challenge will come in the Test match game, especially with the World Test Championship qualification round the corner and a very tough tour of Australia. India's last two tours there have been outstanding. Now he's got to live up to that promise, live up to that expectation. But also, he would have seen what happened in 2011-12 when India went to Australia with a group of great players who were coming to the end. Tendulkar, Dravid, Lakshman, all maybe one tour too many. We can say in retrospect, they were still playing well. At that point, it wasn't very apparent. Now, who are his 4 or 5 key players in Test match cricket? Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ravichandran Ashwin, and Ravindra Jadeja. They're all of a similar age. He's got to ensure that they're all primed and ready for that one big tour and maybe one more in England in the year ahead, in 2025. The two seniors he needs to be absolutely on the same page with are Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. With Rohit Sharma, I think there's already a great deal of admiration. So I don't see that being an issue at all because Rohit's a pretty laid-back kind of guy. But I don't see any issue with Virat Kohli as well. I know there's been a rather public show of disaffection, but these are two Delhi boys who wear their passion on their sleeve. But don't forget, there's been a later occasion where Gautam put his hand out, Virat Kohli accepted it, and Virat Kohli of 2024 is a very different, very differently sorted person from the Virat Kohli of 2016, 17, 18. Virat is now a great player, of course, but his view of the world is very, very different. And his commitment playing for India is supreme. So I don't see that as being an issue. It's been expressed in some quarters, but that's not an issue I'm worried about at all. He's also now got to construct a T20 team almost. 3 or 4 stalwarts are gone there. And whoever he's working with, Surya Kumar Yadav, the Hardik Pandyas, he's got to reach out and put an arm around their shoulder because this generation likes being captain. They're all very ambitious. One will be captain, one will not be. He has to ensure that you don't get into the same situation that Mumbai Indians did at the IPL with a lot of ambitious people within the side, but maybe a couple of disgruntled players. He's got to ensure that that doesn't happen. And he's got to see the entry of a phenomenally gifted group of players who just understand T20 cricket very well. I think that could well be Gautam Gambhir's biggest challenge. The Shubman Gills, the Abhishek Sharmas, the Yashasvi Jaiswals, the Riyan Parags, finding the right balance between Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson, getting a backup group of fast bowlers in because Bumrah, Siraj and Shami, fantastic. But how is he going to work with Avesh Khan, with Khalil Ahmed, with Akash Deep, Mukesh Kumar, those kind of players? And does he develop a backup to players like Ashwin and Jadeja. So those are the challenges for Gautam Gambhir. There's one very big challenge, though, that I haven't mentioned yet, and that is he's still a relatively young man and he's got young children. And as someone who's known what it is to have left a family for long durations with young children in there, I can promise you it's not very easy at all. And so Natasha will have to play a big part in this with Gautam. Luckily, these days, the families travel a lot together and hopefully he'll manage that. But that is going to be an aspect that Gautam will have to take care of. As I said right at the top, I'm quite bullish. I'm hoping that by the time the Champions Trophy is over, I will be very bullish. We're going to be doing a lot of interesting things on this channel, so do like, do subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you.